Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some new eyeshadows from the Primark PS range. I'm going to be sharing with you the palettes, and these are the custom eyeshadow palettes and the custom eyeshadows as well. I've picked up 2 of the 9-pan palettes, and I've also picked up 18 of their single eyeshadows, the custom eyeshadows. The palette looks like this. It's a card palette and it was £3, but even though it's £3, it does feel like a sturdy palette. There's no mirror inside here, but it does feel quite weighty. I've already put in the eyeshadows for you, and you can see that these are easily removable. I do find it a little bit annoying, and I think, was it Inglot that I had? It was nearly impossible to get those eyeshadows out once you've put them in, and you then have to sort out a magnet and all sorts of trouble trying to get those shades out again. But not with this one. Even though it's a relatively inexpensive palette, you know, they've thought about how you can get the pans in and out, which I really like. It feels, like I say, quite weighty, and even though it's a card palette, it does feel sturdy. It doesn't feel flimsy, although, like I say, there's no mirror there. But, you know, I wouldn't expect that for £3 anyway. The eyeshadows themselves are 60p each, and I decided to pick up, and I've got 2 here to share with you, a cool and a warm, and the one I'm sharing with you at the moment obviously is cool. I decided to pick up 18 of them in 2 palettes because I've been to the Lakeside store. I think it was Chelmsford where the palettes were available, or in Norwich. The palettes were available but no eyeshadows, and in the Lakeside store they had about 4 or 5 shades to choose from, so I decided to pick up a number of the shades to fit into these palettes. And also they had on display 2 palettes, a warm and a cool, so I've gone with everything that they showed on display because I just thought these are very inexpensive. The swatches looked amazing that I did in the store, and I just thought, you know, it takes me quite a while to get to that store, so I thought I may as well pick up everything that I want in one trip rather than, you know, going back home, saying that I like it and then going back. It's going to be quite a trip for me. So like I say, I've already put the eyeshadows in here. I will list the names of the eyeshadows in order of how I'm sharing with you. Yeah, in the order that I'm sharing them with you, because if I was to take them out, I've got my nails on, I'll probably put my nail in them. I have difficulty reading them because they're so small. These are the smallest writing. Even in the store I had trouble. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do for you. So the order or the list of how I'm sharing them with you is going to be down below. I've already done the swatches of these ones, so I'll just share with you a close-up of these. So this is what these look like. You've got only, is it 2 mattes in this one? Yeah, you've got 2 mattes in this one, like a cool toned lavender grey, and then you've got a black, and the rest of them are shimmers. But obviously I've got this palette as well, so I can mix and match. I don't have to just keep to this one palette. But yeah, really like the shade range as well. So I'll share with you the swatches of those first of all. So there is a shimmer brown, a shimmery, it's like a berry colour, but it has a little bit of a bright pink shift. You've got a little bit of a lighter, more rosier colour, and so that's again a shimmer. Then we move on to the next row, and again this one is a shimmer, like a rust colour. You've got a let me just have a look. Again, this is a shimmer shade, not quite as intense as some of them. Again, you've got a shimmer grey shade, and you've got the matte black there, the matte like a lavender grey, and then you've got that light champagne colour. So that is all of the palette, and I'll just share that with you again. So that's that one there. So all of those 9 shades. Then we move on to the second palette, and I think this is my favourite. It's absolutely beautiful, and the swatches of these are incredible. So that's all 9 of those. Beautiful colours. So these are the 3 matte shades. You've got a deeper brown, a orange, and then you've got a light, like a transitional shade, and then the rest are all shimmers. Absolutely beautiful. Now these two here and these two here, they look quite similar, but I remember checking the shades very, very carefully, and I'm sure that I haven't duped any, but if I have, obviously I will list that down below. So here we have those matte shades. We've got that light transitional shade, we have got the orange tone, and then the deeper brown. And then we've got the second row, which has, I mean, and that's an incredible shimmer. Another shimmer. I mean, all the rest are going to be shimmers, but there are just some stunning shades. Beautiful. Very, very good quality for 60p each. Absolutely love them. So that's all of the shades swatched for you. I hope you can see all of those. Now what I'm going to do is share a look for you as well. So I'm just moving my mirror. Okay, now of course I'm going to be starting off the look with my Primark eye brush. And I'm just going to have a look. I think I'm going to start off and use the mattes, and then of course add a shimmer. I'm going to use the pans from the mattes from this palette, and probably use definitely these two outer browns, definitely. Okay, so I'm just going to pop my brush in. There is a little bit of fallout, but that's absolutely fine. Now I've already prepped my eye with the Revolution Pro eye elements in Core, and I've had it on quite a while, so I'm just going to, it's gone into the crease of the eye, so I'm just going to smooth that all over the lid again. I have been trying this with and without setting it. It works very, very well with or without, you know, the powder over the top, but sometimes because I've got quite a deep set crease, I just have to then, you know, make sure that that is all nice and smooth. So I'm just going to start off by popping on that very light brown. So it's gone on smooth, but it is quite a light brown. It goes on a lot lighter than the colour in the pan. And I did have to build this colour up twice. I had to swatch it, you know, to give me that colour. It is building up now, which is not too bad at all. And now that I've gone into the pan once, there was some fallout when I initially put my brush in it, but that has stopped now. So that's definitely, I've definitely been able to build that colour up. So I'm now going to do the same on the other eye. And now, like I say, there's no fallout at all. Or no kick up, should I say. It also seems to be a little bit, now I've got through that first layer, it seems to be a little bit more pigmented as well. Perhaps the top layer was a little bit dry. So it took me about 4 swatches, or 4 times going into that pan, sorry, to get the same pigmentation as this side, and I've only gone into it a couple of times. I'm just making sure, because this side is always a little bit lighter, because that's how the light hits me. I'm also going to run that colour underneath the eye as well as a base. And also there's been no fallout on the eye with this colour so far. It's definitely a little bit more pigmented now that I've dug into the pan a little bit more. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make sure I've gone high enough on this side. Yeah, I'm going to go into the next shade. So I started off with this one. I'm now going in with that one there. And also what I'll do is I'll put a list of the products that I've used today, and of course I will list in the eye section what shades I've used as well for you, if you wanted to recreate the look, or you like the look of the look that I'm creating and you want to get those pans in particular. So I'll list all of that down below for you as well. But you can imagine if I start pulling out those pans, I'm definitely going to put my nail in it or drop it or do something like that. So I'm now going into that deeper brown, and I'm keeping that to the crease and see what this one is like. This one doesn't seem to have any kick up at all. It's very smooth. And the colours are definitely blending nicely together. There's no patchiness. It's a very, very smooth blend. Really like that actually. I think it's always nice to have a nice blended base, and then you can put on any kind of shimmer that you want once you've got that neutral base laid down. So this is looking good so far. So of course I'm now going into the other side, or doing the other eye. Again, this, even though there was no kick up in this pan, it does seem like once you get past that first layer, again, it feels a lot more, or seems a lot more pigmented as well. But there's no kick up on that eyeshadow, that second shade, at all. It's really nice neutral colours that work together. Yeah, so far I really like that look. So of course, if you didn't want to go any further with this one, you could keep it exactly like that as a very neutral look. But of course, I do like to add shimmer onto the eye, so I'm very, very excited to choose a shimmer shade. And I think what I'm going to do is keep with this palette. So I'm just looking at the shades. I think I'm going to have to go for this one here, so that one there, and I'm going to apply it with my finger. That is stunning. That is absolutely beautiful. Such good quality for just 60p. The shimmer on that eyeshadow is amazing. That is incredible. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just go back to my original brush, and I'm just going to go into that deeper shade and just add a little bit of depth on the outer third, and just to make sure that it's all nicely blended. Wow, love that. Now I'm just going in with my Wilko eye brush. It's only 95p from Wilko. I usually would go in with my Primark pencil brush, but they're all in the wash again. And I'm going in with the same shade, just right into the rest of the eye. just to fill in that lid, so from there to there. So that's all complete. Now I'm swapping over to the other palette, and I'm going to go in with this really light shade here on the inner corner, just to brighten up the eye a little bit. See how that works. Absolutely beautiful again. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm really loving that shimmer shade. Gorgeous. Now I'm going in with the PS Amplif-eyed mascara in black. So that's all the mascara on. I'm absolutely loving the eye look. The shimmer shades are absolutely amazing. The first matte shade, like I said, the first very lightest one, that one there, that was a little bit, or had a little bit of kick up, but once you got into, or took off the, I don't know, the top layer as such, there, and you got into a little bit more of the product, there was no kick up at all. This one gave no kick up whatsoever. You can still see the palette is very much pristine, even though I've used that shade, that one, and then I've used, which one was it? This one here. Of course, I will add all of the names of the shades in order of how I shared them with you in the swatches. I will also share with you the shades that I've used on my eye for you if you're interested in that. And yeah, absolutely loving the look. There was no fallout. They went on really smoothly. The shimmer shades in particular, absolutely amazing. And like I said, I picked these up at the Colchester Primark, and yeah, for 60p each. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely love those. So of course I would love your thoughts on that. I thought I would do a little bit of a different video, or share with you a different brand, I would say, rather than the Revolution Pro. I will of course be sharing with you another video tomorrow now of Revolution Pro, so obviously do keep tuned for that. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would absolutely love it if you subscribe, so please do ensure that you subscribe. If it says subscribe down below, then please do click on that subscribe button, because it means that you're not subscribed. And of course you can hit that notification bell as well to be notified of every video that I upload. But of course it is every day apart from Sundays usually, but I have already filmed a video for tomorrow, so I'll be uploading that for you tomorrow as well. But until tomorrow now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.